Hi guys, I'm just going to go over the practice assessment that you did on Moodle so that you can have a look at the questions again and make sure you're confident with them going into this assessment. Okay, first question then. It's estimated that 68% exercise for more than 1 hour in a group of 237,865 people. How many don't exercise for more than 1 hour? Right, I'm going to start by finding 68%. Of 237,865. As ever, percent means out of 100, so it's 68 divided by 100 times 237,865. I get my calculator out. 68 divided by 100 times 237,865, and that is 161,748, 161,748, 161,748.2. Okay, that's how many people would exercise. We want to know how many don't exercise for more than an hour, so we need to take it away. You could round at this point if you wanted to. I'm going to round at my final answer. So taken away gives me 237,865 minus 161,748.2. 76116.8, 76116.8, 76116.8. We're talking about people here. We can't get 0.8 of a person, so we need to use sensible rounding and round to the nearest whole number. Okay. In this instance, you won't get told what to round to. Because we're talking about the number of people, it should be rounded to the nearest whole number. You could also, if you prefer, work out 32% of 237,865. That would get you straight to your answer. Another wee comment about this: when you're entering your answer into Moodle, just numbers, no spaces to separate out the thousands, no commas. It is just the numbers, so just enter it as 76117. Okay, next question. In a hospital, 2/5 of the patients are male. There are 2,659 patients in the hospital. How many are male? So we need to find 2/5 of 2,659. So we need to divide by the bottom times by the top. So we're doing 2,659. We're dividing by 5. And we're timesing by 2. 2,659 divided by 5 times 2, and we get 1,063.6. Again, we're talking about number of people here. Because we are talking about the number of people, we need to round it to the nearest whole number. So instead of 1,063, it'll be 1,064 people. When you're doing your rounding, it isn't, it just follows normal rules of rounding. Okay, so 5 and above, we round up. Less than 5 stays as it is. As in, if it was less than 5, the 3 would stay as the 3 there, rather than going up to the 4. Okay, next question. A drug is available as 10 grams per 100 ml, so that's what I have got. Patient needs 0.4 litres. That's what I want. How many grams of drugs is this? So I want 0.4 litres. I've got 100 ml. Make sure your units are matching. Liquids go with liquids. And we've also got 10 grams. Units here need to also match. We've got both the liquids. Now they need to be in the same units. So instead of 0.4 litres, times it by 1,000 and get 400 millilitres. Then I can do my want over my got times what it's in. Now that is 400, that strange looking scribble there is meant to be a 0, and that would be 40 grams. Patients prescribed 150 milligrams of a drug. Tablets of 25 milligrams each. How many tablets are required? 150 altogether. Each tablet's 25. So So dividing by 25, that comes out as 6 tablets. Someone drinks 2 bottles of wine. Each bottle is 750 ml and 12.6% ABV. So 2 bottles, 750 ml, 12.6% ABV, and I want to know how many units this is, and I want my answer to 1 decimal place. Okay, I've got 2 bottles of wine, each one 750 mils, so altogether I have 1,500 millilitres of wine. 12.6% of that is pure alcohol, so I want to find 12.6% of 1,500. 12.6%, doesn't matter when I'm dealing with alcohol, it's still a percentage, so we still divide by 100 times by the amount. So you get 12.6, nope, try again, 12.6, that's better, divided by 100 times 1,500, which is 189 millilitres. So that's how much pure alcohol would be in those 2 bottles of wine. There are 10 ml of alcohol in every 1 unit. So I need to divide this by 10, and that gives me 18.9 units. Again, when you put it into middle, I'm writing my units at the end when I'm doing this. That's purely out of habit. And if you were writing it down on paper, I would expect to see these units in as well. But when you're entering it into middle, it's just the numbers that we need. Okay. Next one, the ratio of boys to girls born in a hospital last month was 2 to 3. 36 girls were born. How many boys were born? Okay, so we've got the ratio of boys to girls. That's in the ratio 2 to 3. 36 girls were born. How many boys were born? Okay, if I want to go from 3 to 36 times by 12, I need to do the same to this side. 24, so 24 boys were born. On to the graphical part then. The graph below shows the distance a lorry driver went travelling to Digby. How far the lorry travelled by 14:30. So 2:30. There's 2, there's 2:30. Follow this up, go across, 20 miles. So you travelled 20 miles, and again you would just enter that in as 20. B. After how many hours had the lorry travelled 55 miles? Give your answer as a decimal, like 1 hour and 30 minutes would be 1.5, an hour and 15 minutes would be 1.25, and so on. Okay, so it's whatever fraction of an hour it is. So we want to find out how many hours it travelled 55 miles. It doesn't matter that we've had to stop here, it's just how long it took to go 55 miles. There's 40, so that must be 50, so 55 is here. I'll go across to my graph, go down. Left at 2 o'clock, so that'd be 1 hour, 2 hours, and 1 box, which would be 2 1/4 hours, which would be 2.25 hours. Think about it more as reading a scale than time, it might be a bit more straightforward, that one. This was the one the BMI chart was missing for some reason for some of you. Ignore the bit along the top and along the bottom. You won't get that in the actual one. We're just interested in your weight in stone and your height in feet in inches. Okay, so we're looking for somebody who is 5'7" and weighs 17 stone. So there's my 5'7". So I'm going to go across until I get to my 17 stone. Just trying to follow this with my line. I think I've gone past it. So I'm going to go to this one and go up. So there's my 17 stone. So they meet here. I'm right in the obese section, so I would tick the obese box. Okay, this chart showing the resting heart rate for women. What's the fitness level of a woman who's 42 and has a resting heart of 75? So if she's 42, she comes into this category here. and she has a resting heart rate of 75, so 75 would be this one here. If we read across, she is average. Oh, that was the last one. Unless I've missed a page. No, that's the last question. Okay, I hope this has helped. So any questions that you didn't get correct in the assessment, have a wee look over it. Go through the one that I've done again, have a look back at the question. I've opened the assessment back up if you want to have another go at it. And we'll have a wee chat about them tomorrow. Okay.